Good morning, student. I, Dr. Ankit Kumar, Assistant Professor in School of Biotechnology in IFTM University. Today we are going to start a new video lecture, that is colloidal system. So we start from colloidal state. Colloidal state, it is a state of substance which depends upon the molecular size. The colloidal state is a granular state with particles ranging in size from 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Colloidal particles are smaller than filtrable coarse particles but larger than atoms and tiny molecules. Colloids are medium with dissolved or scattered particles ranging in size from 1 mm to several microns. Now we discuss with types of the solutions. On the basis of substances, the solutions may be divided into three types. Number 1, true solution. Number 2, suspension. Number 3, colloidal solution. True solution. It is a homogeneous solution which contains small solid particles dispersed throughout a solvent. For example, sodium chloride in water. The particle size is less than 1 nanometer. The particles of a solute in a true solution are visible even under the microscope. The particles can pass through filter paper as well as through animal membrane. Number 2, suspension. It is a heterogeneous mixture which contains small insoluble particle. The particle size of a suspension is more than 100 nanometer. For example, dirt particle in water. The particles of a suspension may not be visible to the naked eye but are visible under a microscope. The particles of a suspension can neither pass through an ordinary filter paper nor through animal membrane. Third type is colloidal solution. It is a heterogeneous solution which contains particles of intermediate size. For example, milk. The particles of a colloidal solution have diameter between 1 to 100 nanometer. Such particles cannot be normally seen with a naked eye. Colloidal solutions are intermediate between the true solution and suspension. This is the figure shows the particle size of true solution, suspension and colloidal solutions. Differentiate the solution on the basis of some properties. Properties like nature, particle size, separation, ordinary filter paper, ultra filter paper, settling of particles, appearance, Tyndall effect and Brownian movement. Now phases of colloids. Dispersed phase, it is a component present in a small proportion and is just like a solute in a solution. Dispersion medium, it is a generally component present in excess proportion and is just like a solvent in a solution. Now classification of colloids. First, physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Second, nature of interaction between dispersed phase and dispersion medium. And third type is particles of the dispersed phase. Type 1. Classification based on the physical state of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Whether these are solid, liquid, gas. 8 types of colloidal system are possible. These types of system: dispersed phase, dispersion medium, types of colloids and example. Out of different types of colloids, the most common are solid in liquid, gels and emulsions. Type B. Classification based on nature of the interaction between the dispersed phase and dispersion medium. First, lyophilic colloids. The colloidal solution in which the particles is dispersed phase has a great affinity for the dispersion medium and the reversible in nature. For example, gelatin, protein, gum, etc. Lyophobic colloids. The colloidal solutions in which there is no affinity between particles of the dispersed phase and the dispersion medium are called lyophobic colloids and are irreversible in nature. C type is classification based on the part of dispersed phase. First, multimolecular colloids. When on dissolutions, atoms or smaller molecules of substance aggregate together to form particles of colloidal dimensions. The particles thus formed are called multimolecular colloids. Second is macromolecular colloids. Those are substances having big size molecules and which on dissolutions the particles have size in the colloidal range. Such substances are called macromolecular colloids. Associated colloids. These are the substances which when dissolved in a dispersion medium behave as normal electrolyte at low concentration, but behave as colloidal particles at higher concentration due to the formation of aggregated particles. So it's all about colloidal system. Thank you very much.